burnt out on the public. From my experience of 5 years full-time on the road with no home base, that is the number one problem with never settling down, is you get burnt out with the public, driving, finding a place to park, always being in public parks, in food establishments, in gyms, dealing with people, and never having a place to go home to on a steady basis at night for some privacy. Even though, in a community, you still have to deal with neighbors, and even if you have a small piece of land, there's still issues, right? Nothing's perfect. But having your own place to go to for a level of privacy helps to deal with the public. Because if you're always dealing with the public, you lose your patience more. And just for the simple ability to know in your mind that you have a place to go to park, to sleep, to form a daily routine, and to create some privacy, to reset yourself psychologically and physically, is the value of a home base. A home base is a little annoying. It's costly, even though it's costly to live on the road too. And nothing's perfect. That bothers me sometimes. But my experience, not my theory, of owning 2 pieces of property and living on the road full time, doing both, from my experience, not my theory, is this is the reality. That you will get burnt out on the public. Not after a couple months, not after a couple years, but after several years of being full time on the road. There is only so much traffic that you can deal with, even if you're in an unpopulated area. Just dealing with people on the road, there's only so many interactions that you can have with people in the public, at stores and restaurants. There's only so many times that you can park in a gym or truck stop or rest area and always be around the public and just never reset. Not a bad life to live on the road, but long term you get burnt out because you lose patience with people. And again, a home base is not perfect, so I want to be balanced in this message, but that's the value of a home base. The value is you have a place to reset, you have a long-term investment, and you prevent severe burnout. Okay. Because there's nothing cute about being on the road, having no long-term plan. Your vehicle is going down in value. Your patience is going down in capacity, and you're burnt out. Long-term, you have to be mindful. Doesn't mean you have to rush out and buy a home base. Certainly there's ways to do life without a home base, but even staying at state parks and boondocking and doing different things that I've done, there's something psychologically when you're not settled that long-term, not short-term, long-term affects you in a negative way. Again, there's no perfect life, even with a home base, so don't want to oversell you on that. But, that's my experience, period. Again, there's a difference between a few months, a few years, and several years. That's my experience, period. And burnout is real from my experience, period. A home base is not perfect from my experience, period. But what's best, what's a long-term strategy, that's important, period. And you have to live below your means, because if you buy a home and it's above your means, it's not good. But if you buy an RV or a van or a vehicle, just a regular car, because regular cars now, some of them cost just as much as RV, that's not good, period. I think about that to myself. Your freedom is your health and your ability to discipline yourself to live below your means, to have short-term and long-term goals, to have diversity in asset allocation so you don't take on too much risk, and to manage your daily routine. Your life is your daily routine, not your house or your vehicle. But your daily routine, when you're only and always in the public, even though it could be fun and adventurous, it becomes dangerous when you get to the burnt out stage. And a home base could be annoying. There still could be issues. But the stability it provides is a level of value. There's no perfect. So I try to be very fair in my evaluation here. Okay, but this is my experience, not my theory. So I hope this video helps. If it does, click the thumbs up, subscribe, share the video. Thank you for watching.